Hi, folks. How are you? Hopefully, you're having an awesome day. Let's see here. Why won't my finger doesn't want to register? It doesn't want to register my finger. Okay. Here we go. I think I'm live. Anyway, hopefully y'all having a great day. Oh, I need to sprinkle the love a little bit here today. Let's sprinkle the love. Let's see. Okay. All righty. We sprinkled the love. When you hop on, say hi. Tell me that you are here. We are working on our little, I didn't even send out a notification. Guys, I am terrible today. It's been a crazy morning. I was working hard on working on some stuff, and I set that I would be live and all. And then I just totally was engulfed in what I was doing. I look up and it's like 4 minutes to time to go live. And I was like, oh my word. That was quick. That was fast. So I just sent out my notification. Anyway, y'all sprinkle the love when you hop on. Say hi. Tell me that you're here. Hey, Cindy, how are you? We've been working on this. It looks like it's crooked. I don't know why it looks like it's crooked. There we go. That's better. Maybe it was just my camera crooked. So I'm like, it's not crooked, but it was looking crooked. So we put our little our butterfly on. If I can finish my conversation, my nose started tingling. I had to take a minute. Like, stop my nose. I don't want to be sneezing on camera. It's just allergies or something. I don't have a cold. Just like every now and then it wants to tingle. Oh, did I not clean out my brush? I must not have cleaned up my brush very well. It wants to be crusty brush. All right. We're going to get back at this little guy. I did notice that one thing I didn't do is I didn't put any legs on him. We need some legs. So I'm going to grab that. I think other than that, I think my butterfly is pretty much done. Hey, Brenda, how are you? Hey, Dee. Good to see y'all hopping on. Whew. Oh, me. I was saying, I don't know how many legs they have. We're just going to put a couple little legs coming out. Doesn't have to be anything major. Just a couple little lines. I don't know. We know they have legs though, right? We do know they have like little, I don't know how many they have, but they have little legs. So we're going to put little legs on him. Anybody know how many legs the butterfly has? Well, I think like 4, but I don't know. It might have 6. I have no idea. How are you all doing today on this Tuesday? I was saying I was just working away at work, and then all of a sudden I realized, oh no, I'm supposed to be live in 4 minutes. All right. I need some yellow down in here, so we're going to add a couple more flowers. We may even add a couple of these just to kind of like lighten this whole area a little bit. We'll see. We will see. I'm going to grab those yellows that I've been working with on this one. I think the moon yellow is one of the ones. Yeah. And we're going to put in a couple more flowers, I think. Let's put in a few more down here. So just kind of those same bright little kind of sunflowery daisy-esque flowers that we have going up there. We're just going to put a couple down here. Oh, Brenda, that sounds good. Pot of chili. Ooh, that sounds good. It'd be a perfect day to have a pot of chili. I might do that later because I've got hamburger that I can use. And so I've got some kind of thin steak. I don't know if it's, I don't know what kind of steak it is. It's like cut really, really thin, like to use for like Philly cheese or for like if you're gonna do like fajitas. Um I have some of that I thought out thinking I was gonna make something for Super Bowl, but I didn't make that. And so I'm gonna use that tonight, I think. I've got to use it. So I saw this thing on TikTok where you take that meat, you obviously you slice up peppers and onions and you know saute those like you're doing for a Philly cheesesteak, right? And then you cook your meat. And then you take, instead of like making little individual sandwiches, you take like one of those artisan breads that you get from the deli, right? The ones that are like, I don't know, I don't know, what did I get? I don't know if it was sourdough or if it's something. Anyway, you take that, you cut it, and then you kind of hollow it out. You make a bowl out of it a little bit. And then you fill it with the meat that you made and the onions, and then you put cheese on top, and then you put it in the broiler and you broil it. And then yeah, it's not flat as focaccia bread. It's kind of like, you know, it's you just cut the top part off. And then you boil it and then you slice it, you know, in slices, and you have like, you know, a little like this, but it just has the cheese boiled on top, melted on top. It looks so good. So I was thinking I was going to make those. I haven't made it yet. But anyway, I've got the stuff. So I think that's what I'm going to do tonight, even though tonight would be a perfect, the way it's snowing, it would be a perfect night for that. Sydney, I am so happy for you. I am so, so happy for you. That is wonderful. That is literally wonderful. Oh, it looked delicious. I like wanted to eat it right there when I saw it. I was like, you know, because I mean, you make like the individual sandwiches and they're good, but this is like, I don't do a whole lot of bread and like heavy bread like that. I just can't. And so it's kind of like the perfect solution for, you know, you just have a little bit of bread because you've hollowed it out. So it's not like all that heavy bread, but you have the yummy goodness of a Philly cheese. I'm like, that's a win-win in my book. I don't know about you, but that's a win-win in my book. So, I'll forward you the thing. I got to go back and look at it. I mean, I pretty much know how to make it, but I'll go back and pull it back up and forward it to you if I can find it. You know, the problem is like you see these things, and unless you like send it, oftentimes I just send it to myself as an attachment or send it to somebody as an attachment if I think somebody else would enjoy it. Just so I can go back and grab it, right? And so, oh, I was too. But Cindy, I am so thrilled for you. I am so happy. That's a cause for an excellent celebration. I haven't done my timer. We're just gonna finish this painting up, okay? So because I forgot my timer, guys. In all my excitement to get started, I forgot my timer. So we're just gonna finish this painting up. Let it take the time it takes. I will share it if I find it. I will absolutely share that. Um, so we're going to do that, and then I'm going to add a little bit of details with some brown in our yellow flowers here. I want to create like there's a center in that one that we're seeing. I got to come back and firm up the petals on that, but anyway. So last night I was on, it was my first live I've done for a while at night. I know a few of you were here with me. Did y'all like that? Should I like, try to do like a live at nighttime every now and then? Not like make it a weekly thing or anything like that, but like maybe like here and there, like maybe every other week, have a nighttime live or something like that. Like reserve a night or something. Y'all tell me. Y'all are the ones who are always here supporting me. So y'all tell me if you would like that. We're just adding a little dark. Hey, Paula. Hey, Debbie, good to see you. All right, so we added just a little bit of brown in there we're going to in a little depth. Went to sleep watching. Yeah, it's a little late for me too. I'm not joking there. It's a little late for me also. But you're a freaky night owl. You're one of them's, huh? I don't know. I tend to wake up early, so even when I'm up late, I tend to like wake up early. It's not that I go to bed early. I really don't. I go to bed around midnight, sometimes 1 a.m. But I tend to always wake up around, 5:30, 5:30, something like that is usually when I wake up. Now I don't get up then. I lay there and be lazy for just a little bit. Well, I got some red I got red dribbles on my painting there. But I'm awake usually by then, and sometimes I just kind of like snooze a little bit and but I'm not really sleep. I'm not deep sleep. Let's just put it like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wipe over this with a little bit of this yellow. Cuz I don't want the brown to be forward. I want the yellow to be the forward. I just want the brown to just kind of like give a little depth to our flowers. And this just kind of sends it to the back, right? Now I could have put the brown in first and then done the yellow over top and achieved kind of the same look. It wouldn't have mattered. But I kind of like just to place a little brown on my petals and then come back and kind of, this yellow is very translucent, this one. So as we remembered when we started that one, right, I started with this color and then it was like, whoa, that's way too translucent. So we brought in that lighter color. And then I can just go over top and it just kind of sets this brown into that petal. And any other color, if you wanted to introduce any other color in these petals, you can do the same thing. Just have to be careful if it's a different color when you're putting the yellow over top and how it may react, right? So you would want it to make sure it's dry before you kind of set it in the back using this translucent yellow. Thank you, Debbie. If not too late. Okay. So last night it was like 9:30 my time, which would be like the latest I would ever consider. And that was like too late my time. really. I wouldn't really want to be that late. So I'm thinking like if I did it, it would be around like 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish my time, which would put it at like your time, it would put it like 7 o'clock your time. And see, that's kind of like what I was thinking. Like maybe, some folks, because right now it's pretty early. Like when I go live at lunchtime here, it's pretty early in most of the other parts of the state, right? So I'm going to put a little bit of this lightness in these petals here. Just because I didn't do that before I kind of set them. I'm not doing all of them. I'm just going to do a few. Like, well, maybe I will put a little bit on kind of like where I think a little brightness would be hitting them. And this is just that moon yellow, which I really like. I really like this color. I think it's a really pretty yellow. It's a very bright. And when you put it with another color, it's like the perfect highlight color for these. So you get a nice little, like where a shadow would be hitting. So yeah, I was kind of thinking, so if you live on, Central. Brenda, are you Central or are you Eastern? I think you're probably Central, right? Kentucky, I think, is Central. I'm gonna cover up these red spots right here. Somehow I got red on here. Probably when I was working with the butterfly, I touched my paintbrush down right there. Central. Yeah, it's 9:26. That's right. So it's really early your time. You must be like California. 3 hours of difference. So yeah, it's really early your time. But like our day is almost half over here. Part of me wants to have like a little white flower just popping in like right here or something. What do y'all think? I mean, I got 5 over there. Maybe one would be okay to have one over here. I think just like right in this area right here, just a little one, kind of like right here, taking up a little bit of the space. Only because I just feel like it would be nice. Now I think it's done. I don't think I need anything else. Maybe a knot in the fence. Yeah, maybe go back and add in a little bit of color in our fence or something, that just like a little more detail now that we know what we're seeing and what we're not seeing. And so we'll have like a little baby one there and one here. Maybe is what I'm seeing. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should have just stuck to the one. Oh, thank you, Dee. The way it is beautiful. Thank you. And so we're just going to create a couple little green, just like indications of where there may be green down here, supporting some of these ones we just put in, right? And then this right here, supporting these. I'm just going to roughly just put in a little brighter green. And then we're going to put the dots on. And so, and this will be our final kind of piece for this. Y'all, it is pouring snow here today. I sent an email to, I have a paint party scheduled for tomorrow night, and I've already got people reaching out going, are we going to have it? I sent a message to the place seeing if we could postpone it to next week. Because I don't know about where y'all are, but when we get snow here, I know probably Michigan don't think twice about like 2 to 6 inches or 3 to 7, whatever they're calling for here. But around here, that just like everything shuts down. So okay, I think that brings this whole thing together, and I am in love with it. You're expecting it tomorrow. You have rain, okay? Yeah, unfortunately, you know, we get a little bit. There was no stopping that one. I'm sorry, guys. Whoo, Lordy. We get a little bit of snow here, and it just, like shuts everything down, which it's okay. And I know this is going to sound bad because I really don't mean it. I don't mean it enough to like actually have to go back to work to get them. But we don't, now that I work from home, we never get a snow day. And I guess we shouldn't, right? Because I mean, we work from home. But at the same time, it'd be like, it's nice to have a snow day. You're like, get paid for working. You don't have to be there. I'm like, but of course, now I don't want to have to go back to, like, I would, like, it's okay. It's all right. Like, I'm good with working from home. I'm good with working on the snow day. Like, I'm good. Let the powers be hear that. I'm good. We're just putting a little highlight here and there, right? No big deal. Just a little bit here and there. I'm not doing every leaf. I'm just doing a few of them. A little bit warmer, not wiggle. Thank you. 20 degrees in Washington State. Warmer. Oh, feel a little bit warmer. Okay. I'm like, okay, I'm not sure, but then I get it. I get what you're saying. No, it does feel, it gives me that like sense of warmth too, right? Like, spring is coming. It is coming. It will be here. I promise, guys. It is on its way. I saw a robin the other day in the yard. They say that's the first sign. So I'm like, oh, bring it. Bring it. I'm happy about that. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of black, and that's it. And I mean, when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. So where I'm going to put black at is just like I'm going to round a little bit there. So just, again, set that a little bit, right? A little bit on here. We already added a little black around our things here. So just a little bit. It's just to help a little bit of definition. And it's just going to be here and there. It's not going to be everywhere. And so just a little bit. And that's it. I know, spell checker gets me too. It gets me. And sometimes it does the craziest of things, right? I mean, you wouldn't even think that like, why would it change that to that? I wrote something one time and it changed it. I caught it. Thank God I caught it before it sent it, because it was like, it changed it. Like, I mean, it wasn't a bad word, but like, all in all, like, it was like really bad. And I was basically seeing how somebody was, and basically it had them dead. And I was like, they ain't dead. Like, what are you talking about? What are you changing this to? I was just like, are you kidding me right now? Like, don't do that to me. And like, I was just like, how did you get that? From what I said, how did you pick that up? So we're gonna have just a few little, like, things in our fence. I'm just using black for this. Because this is kind of an old garden fence. It's probably seen its better day. And then the way you really make the holes is you can come back with a little bit of white and just kind of like firm it up a little bit. And then don't make it like totally smooth, right? And so anyway, there we go. I think we're done. It does. It spell check is, I'm like, who are you doing this for? Now, I don't know about y'all, but I usually like to put a little bit of glitter on mine. I don't know that this even needs a little bit of glitter. If y'all were going to put glitter on it, what would you put glitter on? Maybe the butterfly? I don't know. I don't know that it needs it. I'm kind of thinking it doesn't need it. I will put around the edges. I don't know if I want black around my edges or if I want, what do y'all think? Black around the edges or dark green around the edges? I don't really have a dark green down here. I've carried my dark green upstairs for something I was working on. I've got like this bright green, but I don't think that would be a good one. I'm thinking black would be good. Let's go with black. And I'll paint my edges black. And so, and then we'll be done. I'm going to start with the one up here. Hopefully y'all can see this. Now, I will say the quilt, the little 12 by 12 quilt that I started last night, I will go live. Maybe later this week, I will go live around maybe 7:30 my time or 8 o'clock my time and work on it. So that way, if you were part of that and you saw that, if not, you can go back and catch the replay. I did it last night at 9:30 my time. It won't be that late. But you know, it'd be a good test to see because I gotta finish that piece up so I can get it in the mail by the end of the month. I have to have it in the mail by the end of the month. And I'm thinking so too, Debbie. I like it the way it is. I don't think it needs to have any glitter on it. You know, I like glitter, and usually for like my paint party paintings, which this will end up being a paint party painting for a future date. I like to have glitter, like, you know, when I put it on, and then they can choose whether they want to add the glitter to their painting or not. But you know what? I still have the glitter there. They can choose to whether they want to put glitter or not. Some always do and some always don't. And so it's kind of funny. But I always like to paint my sides. It just frames it nicely. Look at that frame that it's created with putting the little black line up the side. That's what I love about it. It's like it builds its own frame, and you don't even have to worry about framing your piece because you just did it. You just framed it. And of course, it being acrylic paint, you can put clear coat on it and it's completely sealed. Or you don't have to. I don't ever seal these paintings that I do. I don't ever put a sealer on them because I'm not selling them. You know, I don't sell these. And so I don't seal them. And that's, you know, unless it was like indirect sunlight for an extended period of time, it's going to be just fine. And these are not in direct sunlight. So I don't have to worry about them. But now that it's done, like I'll pull a pattern from this and then you don't have to do all the underpainting. It'll just be like what you see on top, right? Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. Well, y'all have a good rest of your day. We are done. And I am in love with it. So that's good. But this is what we have. Y'all tell me in the comments, what would you name this? I just called it garden fence because I didn't know what else to call it. But y'all tell me, give me a good name for this one. And I'm glad y'all enjoyed this. Tomorrow I'll be live, same time, 12:10, 20 minutes of painting. And we'll start something new. I don't know what it'll be, but we will start something new. If you got an idea, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear that, see that too. I always like to, you know what you want to see. And so I just happened to see a picture that inspired me. And I thought, wow, I love that. So I just decided to do something similar. But y'all have a good rest of your day, and I will thank you, Paula, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.